This is Amy. She's a friendly girl who loves the park. She's about 2 years old and she's my best friend. I'm Andrew. I'm 26 and I live in Colorado. I love to travel on the road and visit interesting places. Together we're going to travel around and visit the best dog parks that we can find in order to get her energy out. Hopefully, along the way we'll see cool places, meet nice people, and learn a bit about the surrounding area. Come join us.
There you go. There you go. Doggy park?
Amy was stoked when I asked her if she wanted to go to the dog park. So I hooked her up, and off we went.
Amy. Come here, baby.
I got her in the truck,
Sit.
put her doggy seatbelt on, and we headed off. Always got to remember to buckle up for safety. Please excuse how messy everything is. I'm not the best at keeping things clean in general, or really from her messing everything up. She does that a lot. Today, we're going to go to the closest dog park to us, Dry Creek Dog Park in Westminster, Colorado. It's a short drive over the train tracks from my house, and it starts to appear on the right about now, hopefully. It's a good-sized area, but it's definitely not my favorite for her. While she ends up tired, I worry about the surface chosen for the park, which is basically gravel. But otherwise, the dogs and people are generally friendly and willing to chat. The peak times are in the morning, when a group gets together before work, and of course after 5 p.m. when the workday gets out. Amy was eager to get to the park, but she's got to wait. She's got so much energy. After the short drive, we made it. It's a beautiful day here in Westminster, which is a suburb of Denver. I've only recently moved here, about 6 months ago, from Austin, Texas, where I lived for 4 years. That's where I got her. I bought her from a family whose mother had jumped the fence and come back pregnant. So she's literally half whatever her mother was, and half whatever's over the fence, which we think is some sort of ridgeback. Quickly after we arrived, a new friend showed up. He and Amy ran around and chased a ball together for a little while. Amy has always been so great with other dogs, and even with people. I got really lucky with her. She is such a great dog. This is her favorite time of day, along with breakfast and dinner, of course. I feed her very well, giving her 2 scoops of Fromm family dog food per meal. They're out of Mequon, Wisconsin, and they were suggested to me by my first pet food supplier in Austin. They are now out of business, but if you find yourself in Austin and you're in need of pet food, go to Paws on Chacon on the east side. They were always so helpful and nice to me. They even once sent me a handwritten note with a token for free doggy ice cream when I started going to them. So shout out to Paws on Chacon. If there's an area of training that Amy needs, it's dropping the ball. She'll chase it and bring it back, but she just wants to show it to you and play keep away with it. So, if anybody has any tips about that, send them my way. Comment below or like and subscribe, whatever you feel like, if you're interested in hearing more from Amie and I. It's a spicy day here in northern Colorado, so the dogs will run for the ball and immediately run for the shade once it's caught. But they'll still chase the ball if it's thrown, proving that having the ball outweighs pain. Man, I wish that I knew what went on inside of a dog's brain. Such simple yet complex creatures. The Dry Creek Dog Park has an area for small dogs as well, and it has a much better surface for the dogs over there as it's much finer gravel. When there are no little dogs around, I like to let her run around over there. But I gotta say, I do love Colorado. It's such a beautiful day here, as it is almost every day. Not really. It's pretty hazy here sometimes. But I'm originally from Northern California, and I'd always had an itch to live other places. I hated California for its politics, so I went to the exact opposite, Texas, where I found out that I didn't like that either. So I went to what I thought may be kind of a middle ground, Colorado. I also have family here, so that also led into my decision. But it's been great for me and Amy. We've been exploring dog parks and hanging out and having a good time. But this dog park in particular, while it is the one you'll find us at most often, is not my favorite, and I don't think I'd recommend it to anybody unless you're me and you live about 100 feet away. It kind of sucks. I think I'd give it maybe a 4 out of 10. We'll keep rating them as we go on. Thank you for joining Amie and I on Dog Park Explorer. Next time we'll be going to another local park, but soon we'll be taking a road trip around Colorado. so I'll be sure to record that. Like, comment, subscribe.